Never go to a second location with a criminal. Law enforcement call that crime scene number 2 or the secondary crime scene. And the general rule is we never want to go to that second crime scene, that second location, because nothing good ever happens there. Welcome to Coffee with Alain. We're going to talk a little bit about that today, give you a little bit of safety information, help you stay safe so you can enjoy more of life. You know, I'm drinking out of one of my Mickey cups, but this is not a Mickey Mouse topic. It's an important topic. And the likelihood of somebody trying to take you to a secondary location is low, but it's extremely important because nothing good ever happens at that secondary crime scene. It's usually where law enforcement find bodies. And often terrible things happen before those bodies are left. So somebody pulls up, they demand that you get in the vehicle with them. They even point a gun at you. You're scared. A gun's being pointed at you. I still don't want you to get in that car and go with them. If they're going to point a gun at you and they're going to shoot you right there at the mall or on the street or whatever, let them. That is better than them taking you somewhere secluded where they do a lot of terrible things and then kill you. And the odds of them shooting are probably low. If they are on the street or in a mall or somewhere else like that, if you just run as fast as you can away from them, the odds of them shooting are probably low. And even if they do shoot, the odds of them hitting you are low. Most criminals are not expert marksmen, and it's hard to hit a moving target with a handgun that's, that target sprinting away. Every step farther you get gives you an advantage because it's going to be harder to hit you. I mean, you take your finger and you point it at something. Pointing it here at this computer, I can move it this far and still be hitting the computer. But you look at something farther away, how much can you move your finger as the farther and farther it gets? Not that much. And so it gets harder and harder to hit you. And even if they do hit you, not all bullet wounds are lethal. People survive from bullet wounds all the time, sometimes multiple bullet wounds. So your odds of survival, of just sprinting away, even if they have a gun, are much greater than if you get in the vehicle with them and let them take you someplace else where they're more secluded and can do all sorts of terrible things and then shoot you without any witnesses or worrying about it. So we want to do everything possible to never go to a second location with a criminal. And that means fighting back right at the beginning, escaping and getting to safety. Yes, that's easier said than done. I'm not saying, this is easy. It might be simple concept, but it's not necessarily easy when you're under fear and all the different stresses that go with that. But a little pre-thinking and recognizing that this is what you do in that situation will help your brain react, get you through the OODA loop quicker so you can get to safety. Learning a few physical techniques and how to defend yourself if you have to make an opening so you can escape to safety. That's prudent. You don't have to be a lifetime martial artist like I have been. You can learn something very simple that you can do to break loose and get loose. It might be something as simple as reflex protect or something like that, a spray and then sprint to safety. But whatever you do, ingrain in your brain right now that you will not go to a second crime scene, a second location with a criminal. You will do everything possible to avoid that and have that as one of your safety principles and guidelines. And that way you can get to that conclusion quicker under stress and get to safety. I hope that makes sense. It's just a general rule that we want to follow to keep ourselves safe when we're out and about. The odds of it happening are low, but it does happen And we want to make sure that you know what to do if someone ever attempts it. Want to say good morning to a few people. Jay and Vicky were here and said good morning. I appreciate that, you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Thad said good morning. Thank you, Thad. I appreciate that and hope you're having a good day. Dixon's here. Dixon said, be like the Black Knight from Monty Python and bite them with your teeth if you have to. But the main thing is to fight like crazy. Exactly, Dixon. You know, when I'm doing my live programs, and I've even talked about it here on Coffee with Alain before, you know, it's like that cat that doesn't want to have a bath. You're going to give Fluffy a bath. Fluffy doesn't like the water. It's going to scratch and bite and claw and go under, over, through you to get out of that bathroom and away from that water. If it doesn't like water, that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring out that inner Fluffy. We're going to do whatever it takes for us to get to safety. And that mental attitude of doing whatever it takes to get to safety is going to see us farther than any physical things we learn. But learning those physical things will help us as well. And that's why I was up early this morning working on the self-defense course that I'm going to be putting out. Going to have all the footage from Street Fighting Essentials DVD set that I did with Paladin Press. Going to have a little bit from the Hapkido Hoshinsel DVD that I did with Paladin Press. It's going to have the chokes and sleepers information from that DVD that I did with Ike Productions, and a whole bunch of new stuff added in to make it a very complete online physical self-defense course to give you those tools to break loose, get to safety, so you can enjoy more of life, because that's what I'm about. I want you to enjoy life and do it safely. You can go to enjoylifesafely.com, sign up for the newsletter by downloading one or more of the free resources there to help you. And then that newsletter will also give you tips on staying safe, defending yourself, enjoying life, and being exceptional. And then you'll also get an update when that self-defense course is available. Dixon said, you look more handsome without your wrist brace, by the way. Thank you, Dixon. I only wear it now part-time. Going to go to the physical therapist today. Got that next appointment in a little bit, and we'll see what she says. I still can't bend it much, but it moves a little, and I'm still having a lot of trouble with the fingers being really swollen and tight. So we'll see. But, you know, it's getting there, I hope. And we'll see what she says today and just keep working on it. But yeah, it is nice not to have that. And so thank you much for that. Everybody go out, make it a tremendous Thursday. Stay safe. Get the newsletter at enjoylifesafely.com. And I'll be back to see you tomorrow.